Hello, this is Johnny Cycles at cyclesgaming.com, bringing you another edition of Keepy Modern Janky. Okay, we have slightly better hand than I've seen in my first two practice matches this morning. We have some bounce lands, and we have an Amulet and an Urza Saga, so we have what we want. Hopefully they don't thaw seize us. Or that. Of course they take that. That slows us down. Um, Maybe we'll draw one. So you see, you see what I'm trying to do. We are looking to use an Amulet Titan land and like ramp shell to play Breaching Dragonstorm and Dragonback Assault, to then play a whole bunch of lands, make a bunch of dragons. Not to mention Dragon Tempest, which is a 2-mana enchantment that gives all my flying creatures haste and does and whenever a dragon enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage um, for each dragon to any target that I control. So if we make 2 land drops, we get 2 dragons. All right. They're going to try to blow up. Oh, Tulsies. Alright. This is, I thought I recognized this person's name. I wonder if it's the same person that plays, who played like a Waste Not or, what's that? Pox deck or whatever. Alright, well, difference in play go. Play go, if we were playing, if we were on the play, things would be very different right now. We would have a, I guess we could have played a bounce land just to get around this, but I mean, whatever. We're going to get hated out of this game. Anyway, if we were on the play, we would have had the Amulet into the Explorer and have been off to the races. As is, we're going to lose our Urza Saga to this Field of Ruin unless we get super lucky, which looks like we're going to get lucky. They're probably, yeah. I'm sure that they're cussing the fact they couldn't find another land after having such a great disruptive start for us. We have 1, 2, 3, but we don't have anything to do with our mana. Oh gosh, let's see if we can remember how to do our stack our triggers. 1, 2, 3. We have 4 mana, but we are missing. What we're hoping is that even now we're not gonna. Yeah, this is so clunky. Not making extra land drops. That's what we're missing. That part of the puzzle. Now, if they find a land and blow up our Gruul Turf, we'll be very sad. Oh man, this deck. It's not humming, that's for sure. Man, we were like actually straight up. Oh my good lord. We were missing land drops in our first 2 matches this morning. Like literally 28 lands in the deck, missing land drops. We were at half the deck. Half the deck was land, and we weren't drawing lands. In this game, we are drawing all of our lands in heavy, big spells, and not the enablers. Thanks to this Urza Saga, that's the only reason why we have anything. Yep. What you got? You want to blow up my Gruul Turf this turn? You might as well. You know it. Yeah. Verdict. Started watching, stopped watching. You do it now. Keep us off this Breaching Dragonstorm. You do it later. At this point, though, I mean, they have counter magic up. Spell Pierce. Yep. Seems good. So what do we probably just go get one of our mountains? Something we can cast deck, please. get rid of the search for Escanta. Will we ever get to resolve one of our big fatties? Breaching Dragonstorm or Dragonback Assault? I just don't think we will. Not with our opponent having counter magic up now. Demir or not Demir. Gosh, my brain is not working today. Blue, black, white control. That will come to me eventually. What we call that. And Esper control. I don't think we're going to end up resolving anything. Although with Jace, they may not actually play much counter magic. You may exile non-land cards with mana value 3 or less from your hand. Sure. So is this the fairy time raveler? Okay. You got it. I mean, we have a couple. Okay, they want to protect their Jace. I guess we have a few. We have a lot of live draws with this amulet out. Like another amulet might not be bad. Alright, well, we're going to go for it. We really need a way to make multiple land drops here. So this, if we bounce this, we just have it to run it back next turn. Does this resolve? I can't imagine they don't have a counterspell in their hand. Sure, yep. Counter magic. We love it. Yeah. There's the conkiness, man. The no way to make an extra land drop. We can't even, I mean, we found a second Dragonback Assault over finding something like a Boreal Grazer, perhaps. Even that would be okay. Anything that allows us to make 2 land drops in a turn is what we really want. Draw, then discard. Plot your Teferi. Hold up some counter magic. Fatal Push. Yep, not very good. Gonna bounce the Amulet of Vigor. Probably then counter it. They're still not. I mean, this is a painful way to die. We're so far behind, but then again, they're not putting a lot of pressure on us. Yep, now the Bowmasters. Now they are, though. Play, draw difference in this game. There's the Dragon Tempest. Right on time. Play another one. See if this resolves. I can't imagine it will. Oh, it does. Alright, sweet. Dragon Tempest. Okay, we are set up to finally, perhaps, resolve a Dragonback Assault. If we can resolve a Dragonback Assault, the board is suddenly shifted to our favor considerably. Right? I'm gonna plot another card. Valky. Yep, that's fine. Now, yeah, that's also fine. Hopefully they don't find a counterspell as they're in their top 4. Because we would like to eventually. It's a Thoughtseize. You can Thoughtseize this, bro. We got 2 of them, so. Is there a world that we can? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we draw a Wayward Swordtooth, is there a world in which we can Dragonback Assault and make a bunch of, yeah, you can Thoughtseize this. And make a bunch of dragons. The funny thing is, the Dragonback Assault is going to wipe their board. Yeah, take the foil one. Because, you know, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're going. We're doing it. And next turn, we can make a 4/4 and attack their Valky. I'm not even sure the Valky does anything against us right now. I mean, I'm sure they'll cast it. But we're going to make a land drop. If we can find a way to make 2 land drops next turn, then we're off to the races, assuming that... I mean, because they don't have an answer for the excel target artifact or creature. Sure, yeah, do that. Our dragon's going to have haste. Hopefully they don't have a fatal push. We can play this Dragon Tempest first and get 2 of them. And get double triggers to do 2 damage to something like this, for instance. Yeah, I'm going to exile our Amulet of Vigor, which is not great, but we'll get another one. They're going to cast it themselves, sure. Some way to make multiple land drops, please, deck. Another Dragonback Assault. That's pretty good, though. Things get haste. Alright, so... Or is it creatures with flying have haste? Okay, so we can make a... We're going to have 1, 2... Trying to decide if we want to tap to make a construct or not. I think we will. And we'll go get an amulet. We can make a Simic Growth Chamber. So if we do 1 damage, and they're going to scoop it up, yeah. I think they see the writing on the wall. So it's unfortunate. I'm very slow because I haven't played this deck at all, but finally, the next turn we were going to make a lot of dragons. So we got there. Turn 9, we suffered a lot of setbacks from our opponent. Saw a lot of planeswalkers, but this Dragonback Assault is enough to catch us right back up. Alright, they're again on the draw, though. What do we even want to bring in? They're going to bring in what against us? They already have a hateful deck against us, counter magic. I mean, I love Magmatic Hellkite. It's just a way to pressure. Alternative pressuring of our opponent's life total. I mean, I brought in these Mistrise Villages. I just don't really have a lot to bring in against a Esper control deck. It's not really a deck that it's on my radar for. Not that I ever play the meta decks, but I mean, people play these decks all the time, like this type of. I mean, we're gonna keep it. We don't have the red mana. Hopefully we'll draw it, and hopefully they don't Thoughtseize us. I assume they will be Thoughtseizing us, but they can't take the Urza Saga. People play Primeval Titan all the time, so I assume our opponent is ready for what we're trying to do. Oh, there's the Gruul Turf right on time. Of course, they can spell pierce us, right? Which is probably what. No, that doesn't happen. Okay. See what kind of hate they bring in against us. We're gonna get what we're missing now is a way to make multiple land drops in a turn. We can do the Gruul Turf, bounce it, cast Dragon Tempest. I guess they're probably just wanting to counter everything that we play. Honestly, I think we're just going to make a construct. And it's a little bit awkward because from here on out we could have 0 lands, but so we really need a way to make multiple land drops. But we'll have 2 amulets if everything goes well. And if we have 2 amulets, we'll be getting 4 mana a turn. So we can theoretically go Gruul Turf into Gruul Turf. Our next turn we can go Breaching Dragonstorm, Gruul Turf, float a mana, Gruul Turf, Breaching Dragonstorm, and just hope that oh, they're gonna blow up our land. Never mind. Sad face. God, the stack is all over the place for me right now. Get our mountain. What is our best draw? Probably another amulet. Is it Boiler Works? Not really. Oh, man, we were gonna Breaching Dragonstorm that turn too. Do we even need a 3rd mana? I don't think we do. Okay, well, return this to our hand. Cast that. See if they have a response. Force Indication. Sure. So hopefully run them out of cards. I mean, I think we have the late game if we can not die and run them out of cards at the same time. Another Jace. Sure. You're going to plot yourself a Tibalt again. Just drawing a card. Yeah, not getting, man, missing that Amulet of Vigor. That was going to be the turn we got the Breaching Dragonstorm, which could be, you know, who knows. We'll find out what it's going to find us when we finally draw a 9-land card. Although it would have shuffled their deck, so who knows. False Seas, perhaps. Another Bowmasters, perhaps. Fatal Push. Sure. That's fine. Something good, deck. We really, oh god, these. I mean, we really just need a way to make multiple land drops. That's what I keep saying, and it's not like we don't play them. I checked the list today, and looking over the deck. All right, next turn. Hopefully, our opponent won't find a counterspell. We have Breaching Dragonstorm, but we then should have into Dragonback Assault after that. So our opponent digging for answers. Yep. Digging, digging, digging. Anyway, the Primeval Titan decks don't even play that many. They took out a lot of their ways of making multiple land drops. Spelunking is one. They don't really run Explorers. Narset. Hopefully they don't find a Spell Pierce. That would make us sad. Thoughtseize. Here comes the Thoughtseize. Alright, well. What do you take? Probably the Dragonback Assault. Breaching Dragonstorm is what we can cast next turn, though. So, what you gonna do, homie? You got one we can cast, or the inevitable Dragonback Assault, where you have another chance to find an answer. I think you got to take this and hope to find a counterspell. You got a couple looks at it. You got draw spell, dig spell. Oh, okay. We get to spin it to win it then. If we get another, if we can spin into a Dragonback Assault, life will be good. Life will be good. All right. Something good, deck. Or the Saga. What do we find? So exciting. The first time I've got to do it. Spelunking. Draw a card. We don't get a draw card because of Narset. Boo and hiss. Boo and hiss. Alright, well, I mean, this is what we got. We are down to 4 lands in hand. Would have really liked to draw an extra card. Breaching Dragonstorm did not find us a Dragonback Assault, unfortunately. Now our opponent has a chance to find many counter spells as they get to draw 2 more cards this turn. Digging deeper and deeper. I mean, can we just have 6? They're looking. Makes me wonder. They must not be a counter spell. That's what. Gotta imagine that it's a Fairy Time Raveler. And they're gonna be drawing all the cards. Oh heavens! All right, draw and discard. Yep. Man, we would really like to find Bogart Trawler. Yeah, we would really like to find a. What you gonna bounce? Breaching Dragonstorm. Bounce the Breaching Dragonstorm. They bounce the. This doesn't draw us anything, but Inquisition. Now they're gonna take the Dragon Tempest. I see. Clever opponent. I mean, it's a nice combo piece, but it's not at all what we need to win the game. What we need is not Crumbling Vestige. Not that at all. Yeah, now we're drawing only lands in our 28 land deck, whereas this morning we could not find a land to save our life. It was so sad. Opposite problem this time. Alright, well, we're in the making the construct plan, and there'll be 4/4s if our opponent can't find ways to interact. If all goes to plan. Yep. Sure. They could have plussed up one just to. I'm sure they could cast sorceries. Guess I can go for my Urza Saga. Slow us down a little bit. I will say, I mean, the drawing of the lands. You just want a mix of lands and spells deck. I mean, that. This morning, no lands. This afternoon, just. Game 1, we were able to find what we needed in time. This game, though, just the flood is real. We can cast anything in our deck. So, give us something to cast. 1 card in hand. Oh, man. Okay, well, or we can -6 until end of turn. Whenever you cast a spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Sounds good. Or we can draw a Grazer. That is a legitimate and real possible draw for us. I mean, Wayward Swordtooth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would also be not a blocker, but it would at least like eventually be a blocker. All right, digging. Our opponent's digging. Oh, this is painful, isn't it? I mean, we play 4 Grazers. We play 4 Explorers. The Explorers are pretty much dead cards too. Sure. Keep plussing up that Jace. Keep digging for those. The thing about this Urza Saga, though, is like there is a world. I mean, we could at least have drawn our land that lets things be uncounterable, right? Sure. Thing about Urza Saga is that we could literally win with just Urza Saga because without actually doing anything else. Something that's not a land. Oh my god, okay. Well, I can't complain. Urza Saga is one of our best cards for control because it means, I mean, until they find uh yeah, anyway, we're going to attack the Teferi. Should have done it the other way around, though. I mean, Urza Saga is one of our best ways around control. They can't counter it, and then we can just make a bunch of constructs and start beating face, which is exactly what our plan is. Next turn, make another one. Go get another amulet, make them bigger, attack down these planeswalkers. Hopefully win that way, and it's like the super boring win. It's not the fun, janky win. We would love to draw a Dragon back Assault. Yeah, keep drawing them cards. Find your Supreme Verdict, which I assume they must have some number, but 9. Jace is at 9. It's kind of disgusting. Whoa, Raven's Warning. Create a 1/1 bluebird creature token with Find. You gain 2 life. Whenever one or more creatures you control with Find deal combat damage to a player this turn, look at that player's hand and draw a card. You may put a card you own from outside the game on top of your library. Cool. I haven't seen that one. The stack, man. I gotta figure out a place for the stack that doesn't annoy me. Okay, well, I guess they're going to keep... We won't be able to attack down everything, especially if they have a kill spell. Oh, another land! Alright, so let's move this over here then. We have so many lands we can draw, like, that would be actually be nice for us. The Mist Veil, whatever it's called. But instead... I guess we're gonna have to... Guess we'll play this Grazer so we can block the flyer. And then stop them from drawing a card. Second main phase. I just don't think we need to do anything, honestly. Opponent wanting Fatal Push for this Grazer. So the Grazer was not a dead draw. We're going to hopefully stop our opponent from drawing a card. And if they attack and don't have an answer, we're going to swing in for 15. Try to kill them dead that way. I mean, they've had so many planeswalkers and drawn so many cards, and yet they still only have 2 cards, and we've managed to like keep them out of not finding the answers they need kind of thing. I'm sure they're desperate for, like, you know, they're going to plot something now. Jace reawakened. Alright. Fatal Push. Yeah. You got to go for the Grazer, right? And then you get to copy it. But I'm still not sure... Yeah, okay. They wasn't plotting, they were just -6ing, which is not that great, right? It's only until end of turn whenever you cast a spell, copy it. Alright, do they have another Fatal Push? Their last card's a Fatal Push, that's pretty good. So we forced them to use a fatal push. Did they find another fatal push? Or any answer, because right now they're just dead. Yep, and they scoop it up. I mean, we literally won with Urza Saga that game. That's why it's so powerful. And I'm kind of sad because we had the things we wanted to do that are fun and janky, but we just didn't get to them. But we won, so we can't complain. For CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch y'all on the next one.